Hi, what's up? It is Pam and Cam on the Pam and Cam podcast, where we share real life lessons and experiences, and we're so excited to be sharing with you all our journey on navigating our purpose as relates to pursuing kingdom and kingdom entrepreneurship. So, Camille, how are you feeling today? How's everything going?
I'm just excited for you, girl, because I know this is your topic.
This is my thing.
Is what my bestie is so passionate about. I'm really curious to know, girl. What was that journey like? Going from, did you always know that you were going to be this fabulous spokesperson for Christ and wanting to connect Christians, or was it like a journey?
Yeah, so let me just tell them a little bit about like what I do. So right now, I mean, my main job, I work for the government. I'm in like maternal infant health, and that's fantastic. I love, I love promoting the health of babies, of families, women, children, all that. So outside of my day-to-day job, I manage a not-for-profit called Christian Connect Incorporated. Yeah, so Christian Connect, known as CC, its goal is to link people to their ideal network. So we do things like creative bashes, young adult mixers, anything that would bring millennials and business owners, creatives together. Is what we're like all about. So I do Christian Connect, and then I also do women's ministry, which is known as She Is Ministries. I had that in college, and it was up and running for a couple of years. When I graduated college, I didn't do anything with it, and then kind of relaunched it this past April, actually, 2023. Okay. So that's a little bit about me, in a nutshell. So to answer your question, did I always know that I would be like a project manager, owning different organizations, not-for-profits, and all? No, I did not know anything like that. Like, when I was in school, I was actually majoring in biology.
Okay, smart.
I feel like everybody majors in when they want to help people. It's like, I'm gonna be a doctor, but this is like a announcement. There's multiple ways to help people. You don't always have to go into like the medical route. Exactly. But I thought I did. So like, I had no idea about my purpose in the kingdom, and like how God would have me function. And of course, I did not think that I would be speaking, or like teaching or anything like that, or preaching. Like, that just wasn't anything I thought about for myself. So it wasn't really until I moved, I would say, to New Jersey in 2017, where God started to reveal to me the things that he already placed within me. And it's cool because I feel like each of us are sent to this earth, or we're born into this earth like a care package. Like, everything we need is already within us. And throughout life, you just it opens up, or it expresses itself like at different stages of your life. You know what I'm saying? So like, for me, when I moved to New Jersey, that's when the Lord started talking to me about Christian Connect. And I started to really have a passion, like, I really like bringing people together that have interesting or similar passions, or like that are like-minded. I like bringing people together and, hosting events for them to have a good, wholesome time. Like, I like this. So, I discovered that through Christian Connect, and it's been, a journey up and down. Roller coaster. Yeah, because it's like, for anybody who is like thinking about starting like a ministry or like a not-for-profit, I would advise getting a mentor, because there's a lot of mistakes that you can make without one. And one funny mistake, really, really quick, I'll share, is Christian Connect's first event. We did a young adult mixer, we did a creative bash, we did like a church service, we did like the whole shebang. And
I think I remember this story.
You probably know where I'm going. So like, I had no idea about a budget and like how to do that and all this other stuff. And I'm at Rutgers at this time, so like, I'm also on a college student budget. Like, I don't have money like that. And so like, unbeknownst to me, I have great faith. So I'm like preparing for a lot of people to be at this celebration bash, So I buy Camille this food. Yes, probably enough food to fill like 75 people.
Feed an army.
Yeah, an army. I buy all this food. I buy all this desserts. Like, I get all this stuff, and like, it was a good turnout, maybe like 25 people, but where are we going to do with all that other food? So it's kind of like, I took an L with that. I also took an L with all these desserts, because the desserts was great, but it was so much. Like, you don't actually need that much. But I had no nothing to kind of bounce off like my budget or ideas. So there was a lot of money that I kind of flushed down the drain or left on the table, they may say. So I would advise anybody, if you're interested in starting a ministry or not-for-profit or business, whatever it have to be, get a mentor. It doesn't have to be like a person. It could be podcasts, it could be books, it could be family members, whoever. Talk to somebody so that you cut those corners of the mistakes that I made. So
I would say present day Pam is very organized. We both hold each other accountable if we're not aligned to the budget or just that organization. Are you taking notes? Okay, I'm taking notes. Let's track how we're going to birth this from A to Z.
Yeah.
I loved hearing that refresh. I know I've heard it before, but like it's just so nice to hear your partner's walk again. Like I'm so grateful you were just faithful as God showed you in each new season, like you're kind of good at this, so keep doing that.
Yeah, like keep doing this. And one thing too, I learned from like starting Christian Connect, from starting She Is that don't be afraid like to make mistakes. Like I know I said get a mentor, but even with that, there'll be some things that you may not do perfect or may not do to the best of your abilities or whatever your standard is. Like I remember that one time we did our first like unveiled event, and I remember we went so over time.
Oh,
like,
yes,
it was
girl.
But it was a great event. It was so good.
People who were supposed to speak for 5 minutes spoke for 25. We had sermons, but I loved it. I wouldn't change.
Yes.
You just change the future.
Yeah, right. You just learn and you pivot for the next one. And I think not letting those kind of hang-ups keep you hung up and not moving forward in your God-given identity. So mine is, bringing faith-based believers together and entrepreneurship. It also is bringing women together and speaking identity and purpose over them. So that's what God has revealed to me now. He's continued to open up what he has for me to do. What would you say like your kingdom vision or your kingdom calling is?
Absolutely. So for those that don't know, I'm the founder of Come Alive Parties and Events.
Yes.
Simply where we're here to kill the lie that Christians can't turn up and have a good time. And just talking about my journey, did I wake up and know that I'd want to be this out there doing extroverted things, promoting this vision of a safe environment to have fun, socialize, eat good food? Absolutely not. But I can say, from looking back at my life from childhood to present day, I'm very big on like he was always in it. Even if you didn't know, he was always molding you. So 2 key things about myself: I've always loved to dance, and I've always loved food. And so when I was in college, I thought I was going to own a dance academy. Wow. The goal was to own an academy called Acknowledge, which is rooted in Proverbs 3:5-6. Acknowledge God in all your ways. So playing basketball at a Christian school, they taught us how to, when you're on the basketball court, you're acknowledging God, your gifts. If you swim, you're acknowledging God. If you're speaking, you're acknowledging God. So the vision shifted. Not a bad thing, but sometimes your interest shifts. So somewhere between my early 20s, I developed this new passion to, I just remember, I think I was home in Virginia I had moved to New Jersey, but I was home in Virginia at small group. And I remember talking to my 2 VA besties saying like, you know what's missing? There's nothing for Christians to do that's exciting. I'm not just talking about bowling and, what are the
arcade.
That's what I'm saying. And so then my friends were like, oh, you're trying to do a Bus Boys and Poets. And I didn't even know what that was. But now that I do my research, I'm not exactly trying to. I really want it to be faith-based, almost redeem. I've talked about my funny journey where I was not shy going out to clubs in college. I felt no shame. In fact, I felt confused. I know there's songs. My biggest joke is Alessia Cara's song is, what am I doing here at this party? What am I doing here? I can't sing, but I low-key can't sing. But I felt different. I would sing it, but I would also be like, no, I'm actually really excited I'm here. I'm so excited that, whether it's this artist or that, I'm having the best time of my life dancing in the dark with bright lights. So the conviction of how can I make this still pleasing to God? Somehow I knew there was a gap where celebrating with your friends and getting dressed is not bad. It's just how the enemy has distorted it. Exactly. So that's how you talk about just over time growing into your purpose. It's usually rooted in what you've always loved as a child. And that area in life that you feel is missing, that you feel a deep call to. So now, Come Alive parties and events, one day dreaming to be Come Alive Cafe. I want to tie in a safe environment to have a good time, but also now you got your cafe aspect where like during lunchtime you can have a fulfilling meal, not just a sandwich or a salad or a burger, but like something like, give me some, I'm big on turkey wings and gravy with quinoa if you're trying to be healthy.
Sounds
or
good.
white rice, because white rice is not bad. But anyway, I could talk about food all day. But just to wrap up, I would definitely say my journey to coming into my purpose is just living life and not being shy to know when God is tugging me in a certain direction. Same thing you probably did. The last thing I want to highlight is just how beautiful it is when God can bring the right partners in your life. You're an example of, because sometimes God, you'll be in a season of sanctification, you'll be in a season of preparation, and then you'll be in a season of time to go full force. And the truth is sometimes you can't go full force until you have that anointed partner by your side. And I would say you've definitely been that for me. And yeah, I'm excited that we're just like in this season of like,
I feel that.
No more being in the back, no more planning. We've been doing events for a long time now. And I really think God is going to put his divine promotion on our heart for the community and to bring like-minded
and it
believers
just goes
together.
back to that Bible verse, like one can sin 1,000 but two can sin 10,000. You know, that's speaking of divine partnership. Those are like the David and Jonathan's relationships that are needed in the kingdom. And when I established Christian Connect, that was something that was on my heart. Like, I want people who need a David in their life to come together. I want people who need a Jonathan in their life to come together. You know, unbeknownst to me, God was also doing it in my life, bringing amazing women like yourself to walk alongside me in this journey. Because when it's a God vision, I don't feel like it's ever individual. You know, when it's a God vision, he's very much so community driven, community focused. He's thinking about the generations. He's thinking about a group of people. So if he's thinking about a group of people, then he wants a group of people to head this thing or put it together.
Absolutely.
So that's one thing too, I would say to any entrepreneur or business owner, nonprofit owner, anybody out there, is a team. That could be two, you know.
We're always telling each other we were not meant to do this walk alone.
Exactly. Totally agree with that. So that's our chat. Do you have anything else, Camille, you want to share to the crowd?
I think you just got to tune in for the next video.
See you later.
Thank you,